Hello guys, this is a different video, not regarding the last video, but you know what? I thought it'd be fair and fun, or actually not fun, take that out of the equation, but I thought it'd be interesting just to let you, this video is going to be about bullying. Because obviously I have better experiences than some of the people out there who will say they know it, but they really don't. Maybe this does have something to do a little bit with the last video, but nothing too much. Because I, unlike King LJ, I'm just gonna say this though, know more about bullying than he ever will in his whole entire life. I've seen worse. I've done worse. I know this way more than he does. Okay, we don't wake up every day just calling people bullies or whatever like that. But I've seen the worst of the worst, or I've seen most of the worst. I've lived some of the worst. Okay, you don't know. You don't know the half of what I've seen in my past because you were never there, obviously. But for one thing for sure is that growing up, I never really had it easy. Of course, never really had much of anything too easy. I made a video, one of my past videos, I don't know if I deleted it or not, but if it's still on the channel, it's called Life Isn't Easy, and it was a video talking about how I had to go through a surgery of sorts, and I had an operation basically of sorts, and I was really upset about it when I was in that video. Well, I'm gonna start somewhere near around there as well. But growing up though, I never really had much, like, through grade 5. I'm bringing up the story because I don't know if my buddy Evan's gonna hear this or watch my channel. I don't know if he does or not, but he'll know what I'm talking about if he does. I'm gonna get to the other thing I was talking about after this, but going through grade 5, there was this bully, and I would call this as a good payback as well. And this, by the way, basically there was this grade 6 coming up, and I was in grade 5. He comes up to me around winter time and all that. This happens around winter time, sometime in there. But basically, he comes up to me, starts calling me mean stuff, all that kind of stuff. And basically, he does it to the point. I told him to stop. My friend Evan comes up. He comes to the bully, tells the bully to back off, and he goes after him now. And then I take it way more personally, and I took it fair enough. I'm not gonna regret what I did. I am not taking back anything I did because I believe it was the right thing to do. He comes up. So he goes back at my friend. I get so angry. I start walking over to the bully. I grab the kid. Keep in mind, this kid's about maybe, I don't know, maybe sometime he was a tall kid, so he was about possibly 5 feet, maybe, because I was smaller, so I don't know how you compare, but like he was a really tall. He was like kind of like a tallish guy for a grade 6. Anyways, though. He basically goes over, and I snap, run over to the kid, grab him. And this is the reason why I say it's important that it's wintertime is because of this. I grab him, I swing him across my back, and I definitely I swing him across my back, and I swing him, and he lands right on the ice, like literally right on the ice, and it's also concrete floor. And he's winded, and he cannot get up. But I believe I did something right around that time, and I am not going to regret that, because I avenged my friend, and he avenged me as well. Anyways, though, that's that one. And now moving up a little more, as growing up, I went to this public school / kind of high school place, I think. And basically, actually, don't pause that for a second there. I'm just gonna I know the video's still going for a second. 1 second here. Anyway, sorry about that. It's okay though. It's alright what happened. Anyways though, so I grow up, I go to this school. I'm not gonna tell what it is. I'm not gonna tell the school's name, but this school is a bigger school. I got in trouble a lot. I did some bad things as a kid, obviously. But there's this bully that was like a kind of a little bit overweight as well, named Dawson and all that. He bullies me, calls me names, follows me around, and I hated it. I got used to it eventually. I guess that in a way that started me being a bully a little bit for a while. But my brother used to go to that school as well. He was with me at the time being. And basically he scares the bully away, and the bully never comes back at all. Like, my brother was like older than me, so he definitely scared the hell out of that kid, and he got him to back off, and I never heard from that kid again, so thankfully, thanks to him. But basically, I got bullied to the point where I became kind of a bully to this one kid named Eric. But basically, I did that for him. I did it to this kid because he would always snitch on me or whatever, and it really irritated me. But that bullying thing was short-lived, and I stopped doing it because after a while I knew it was wrong. Anyways, fast forward up to what I was talking about before. This was back when I was in, let's say grade 6, yeah, around, this is when that operation of sorts. I was about 12 to 13, I think I was 12 years old at least around that time. Actually, no, 12 or 13, one or the other. I'm not too sure exactly because my memory's not the best with that part. But either way, basically, this one was actually crazy. I was in the hospital. I was going for the struggle, and I'll make a video on that as well about telling more detail of what that was about, how that happened, and all that. I've seen worse than King LJ has in his days. I'll tell you that. Because I've had a seizure. I've had an operation that was near death experience stuff. He hasn't had any of that. So I know that I've had it way worse than he has had in his whole probably life itself. But basically, though, moving on. After I got out of the hospital, and I still have the scar, so I'm not joking about this. I actually have the scar like right here. If you guys don't believe me, I will show you on camera. But if you don't, I'm not gonna show it on this video. But if you guys comment down below wanting to see it, and you do comment down below, like a lot of times, I will show it on camera. Because I'm not joking here. I will show it maybe in another video or something like that. But I still have the scar from that operation. Anyway, so when I get out of this hospital, I basically, in a nutshell, I basically walk out, I head home, and I believe there was 2 people I knew. They started trying to beat me up and all that, and this is after, around the time I got out of the hospital, and this is the time also when my girlfriend was around, but she was just a friend at the time being, so, but I do thank her for this a lot as well. Sorry, my voice is changing and all that's weird. Sensitive topics probably, maybe that's what it is, but basically though, she comes up, beats the crap out of the guys, and they back off, and I never hear from them again. My memory was kind of sketchy about that part, but she told me that, because she was there for around that, and I went through a little bit of a separation I went for a long time separation from her as well, which kind of sucked. Anyways, that's not what this video is about, but I might get into a video, something like that maybe, talking about a little more about my life as well. But I've seen worse. When I got to grade 8, I am not joking when I say this. It was not easy. It was a struggle that really made me angry. I thought grade 8 wasn't going to be that hard, and it shouldn't be hard for any kid. Maybe just for the work-wise, but it wasn't hard for that. This one was really bad, where instead of just having one bully, there was at least 4 of them on me. I literally, there was 2 of them. One was named Deacon, and then the other one, I can't remember the other few of them, last name, but they're kind of irrelevant now anyways. I'm not going to care too much for them. But basically, these guys, there's maybe like about 3 guys, and then there's this one girl who also joined in upon this, and they would say hurtful stuff to me. They would say a bunch of really hurtful stuff. Eventually, I told the school about this, that I wanted this to stop, and I got pissed off. I got angry at the principal, especially for what he did. That was a dick move on his behalf. But basically, during one recess, actually this happened maybe once or twice, or even more, to be honest. During one I go down to sit down and like hang out on the grass outside at recess, because it's like a decent sized field and stuff like that. It's nothing like crazy big, but anyways, I go sit down. This kid starts like wailing, punching at me and stuff like that. The teachers, they don't give a damn. Okay? After they stopped, I somehow managed to walk out of I somehow managed to walk across, like, out of the fence, and then get to the other side of the school where I'm outside of the school. The teacher, and then I'm like crying behind like this tree of sorts. And so I tell the teacher about it. He doesn't really care. He doesn't really. I know for a fact that he didn't really give a damn about any of this. And anybody who I thought were friends at that time that I thought I had all lied to me, or just never did anything about it to stop it. Would have been a great idea if they actually did something. But they didn't. They just let it happen. Some of them actually witnessed it, and then didn't do anything about it to solve the problem, matter of fact. Eventually, though, I did tell the principal. We both, me and the bully, get put in the office together while he's talking to us. I'm not, this is just so stupid. I'm not gonna lie. The bully basically, he puts me and the bully in the same room together, puts a goddamn tub of fucking Legos. I'm trying to censor that, but I'm not like saying the word entirely. He puts a bunch of Legos in this tub, puts us in the same room together, and expects us to have fun playing Legos together while everybody else is outside playing, and we have to sit in the friggin' office. This is ridiculous. This guy was the main guy who started all this, and he was... Oh my god, I got so angry at this guy. Anyways, after that, I honestly didn't know if I would make it through grade 8 because all of this stuff. I'm glad I did graduate, and then I moved on to the high school that I now go to on. I went to grade 9, the bullying stopped, I met a few friends along the way that I still have now, and it's been going pretty well. But that's most of my bullying story. Throughout grade 9, I was happy that it just ended for all that. I got to meet a nice teacher, she was nice, and it just ended. I was glad. I felt relief because for most big part of my life, I could move on and get my head in the game without having to worry about these people just insulting me on a basis or something like that. I tried. In grade 8, by the way, I tried to tell these guys to leave me alone. I told them, hey, I actually said this, by the way. I actually said this. I said, see this face right here? This is the I don't give a face. And then I just walked away on them. That was one of the things I actually said, and I do remember that pretty clearly. I did say that. Anyways, but that was basically my story of it. But throughout most of my life itself, it has been full of way worse bullying and all that. And even through all that, I went down a different emotional roller coaster ride, I guess you could say. I might leave it for another video if you guys want to hear about that. It was not great, and it did have a happy ending, thank God. But hopefully that video will be for another day or something like that. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. I'm Dragon Gaming 01, signing off, and I do thank you very much for all watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace.